I wanted to make this video really quick. So this is a 2003 Polaris Magnum 330 four-wheel drive. I think this is going to be very similar for a lot of these Polarises, but I had a charging system issue, and this really sent me for like a whirlwind. So what I did was, the first thing I did was I checked to make sure that this is coming from the stator. There's 3 poles, so you're gonna have 1, 2, 3. This is just, I don't know what this is. This just goes to nothing. But I tested this, and at idle, I had 15 volts AC leg to leg, and I tested all 3 of those. And if you rev it up, I got about 70 volts. So I knew the stator was good. I also checked backwards on my, there's 2 red wires under here, and they're supposed to have 12 volts to them. I checked those, and they were good. They had 12 volts to the ECM, because this is, for these later Polarises, the ECM actually does the voltage regulating. So I ended up buying, this is a used new one, because I thought that this went bad internally. So I ended up going through, replacing this, and I still had no charging voltage. It was still like 12.5, and wouldn't climb or anything when I was revving it up. So I started to chase these wires back, and I think I might have cut these off, but on these, so this wire goes to this fusible link, and basically these wires all go together. So they're all supposed to have the same potential to ground. And when it was running, I noticed that when I probed these wires and did power from here to ground, I found that I was only getting 3 or 4 volts. But if this goes to this fusible link, and this fusible link goes to this red wire here, this should all have the same potential to ground. So I ended up cutting this, and I tested this one goes to your main fuse here. This had battery voltage on it, so I knew this was good. This, I ended up cutting this, and when I cut the insulation back on here, the inside of this wire was all corroded. So what I'm assuming, it works now. What I'm assuming is that it was enough voltage where with no load on it, it would show 12 volts testing it up at the front. But when you had a load on it though, like the fan running or the lights running, it wasn't, I guess the voltage would drop, and it wouldn't supply enough. So before you go and spend $300 on an ECM, which I did, this is the other one over here. This is $300 used. Double check your wiring. So like I said, I had an issue with, now this wire I guess really should go to the positive hot all the time on the relay, but for whatever reason, corrosion issue, I just put it here for now to test it. But check this fusible, it says fusible link. Make sure you check this when you're testing for your charging system. And again, I did go through here and test the stator. I knew the stator was good. It ran fine. It's just, it was not charging the battery. So don't be like me and spend $300 on an ECM thinking that that's bad, when really it was just this bad fusible link. So I really hope this helps somebody. I spent a lot of time trying to figure this out, and I think on the forums and stuff, some people talked about these wires getting frayed or whatever, but check this fusible link here. It was completely sealed. You wouldn't think that there was corrosion in here, but I'm telling you, you want to check this, because that was my problem. So hope this helps somebody, and have fun.